Clara Dixon was a college student working part-time at the McDonald's on Elmwood Avenue. She didn't like to draw attention to herself and preferred to let her actions do the talking. Clara was kind-hearted and smart, always ready to help others. One quiet Wednesday afternoon, a young man walked into the restaurant. Clara noticed him right away. He seemed calm but a little out of place, like he didn't quite belong there. He placed his order and reached into his pocket, but his face suddenly fell. His wallet was missing. Without hesitation, Clara stepped in, swiping her debit card to pay for his meal. She smiled and handed him the tray, whispering, "Don't worry about it." The young man, Barron, looked at her with gratitude but didn't say much. Clara didn't press him for details or try to embarrass him. She just saw it as the right thing to do. What Clara didn't know was that her simple act of kindness would set off an incredible chain of events. Barron wasn't just any customer. He was Barron Trump, the youngest son of former President Donald Trump. He had slipped away from his security detail that day to enjoy some independence, but the experience at McDonald's stuck with him. Weeks later, Barron shared the story with his father. "She's an amazing person," he told him. Donald Trump listened closely, touched by the story. Though the world often saw him as larger than life, this reminded him of the importance of small, meaningful actions. "What's her name?" he asked. "Clara," Barron replied. "She works at the Elmwood McDonald's." Trump wasn't one to let good deeds go unnoticed. "We're going to thank her in person," he decided. His team quickly arranged a visit, making sure it would be a surprise. "No press," he insisted. "This is about her, not me." On the day of the visit, a convoy of black SUVs pulled into the McDonald's parking lot. Inside, Clara was busy with the lunch rush and hadn't noticed the commotion until the restaurant fell silent. She looked up to see Donald Trump himself walking through the doors, flanked by his security team. "Is Clara Dixon here?" Trump asked, his voice kind yet commanding. Clara stepped forward, her apron dusted with flour. "That's me," she said, her voice steady despite her shock. Trump extended his hand with a warm smile. "Clara, my son told me what you did for him. It was remarkable, and we wanted to thank you personally." Barron stepped up beside his father, smiling shyly. "I'll never forget what you did for me." "Thank you," he said. Clara blushed and stammered. "It was nothing, really. Just helping out." "It wasn't nothing," Trump said firmly. He nodded to one of his aides, who handed Clara a sleek envelope. Inside was a scholarship to cover her remaining college expenses, along with a heartfelt note from Barron. "We want to make sure you can achieve your dreams," Trump added. The restaurant erupted in applause. Overwhelmed, Clara clutched the envelope, tears welling in her eyes. "I don't know what to say," she whispered. "Just keep being the wonderful person you are," Trump replied. "That's more than enough." As the convoy pulled away, Clara stood at the door, still holding the envelope. Customers congratulated her, and she felt a deep sense of gratitude. In that moment, Clara realized her small act of kindness had made an impact far greater than she could have ever imagined.